Greetings, people of the internet. This is Scott with Cirque Works, and this is 100 Days of Making Comics, day 50. So I'm halfway there. That was a little too excited. That's more like a 100-day episode thing. So anyway, so yeah, it's day 50, halfway to the finish line, and so I know most of your people are probably asking yourself, Scott, what are you talking? What do you mean 100 days of making comics? Well, let me explain. 100 Days of Making Comics is where I put aside at least 30 minutes a day in my busy schedule to work on my own personal comic book projects. Working on a comic book called Young and the Dead. It's kind of like Goonies meets Night of the Living Dead with kids fighting zombies, and it's a lot of fun, and I am having fun doing it, and I'm having fun so far for the last 50 days working and putting these videos together, and I'm excited to go and do another 50, and we'll see how far along I get. But so anyway, with this being the 50th episode, I was trying to think of something I could do that's kind of cool, and so yeah, I know a lot of other people have done like their studio tours. I haven't really done that yet. I showed off my mural, and I know you've seen bits and pieces, but maybe I can take you on a little tour of my studio. Yeah, hopefully it'll be interesting. It's I don't have like a lot of toys and crazy like autograph artwork on the walls and all stuff like that, but yeah, it's where I work. So I mean, if you're interested, then let's go check it out. I'll show you around. Okay, we're gonna take a quick walk upstairs to where my studio is, and yeah, this is pretty much where I spend the bulk of my time, right in this little area right here. Got kind of a jungle motif going on, but I'm thinking I might want to put some artwork and some cool stuff to kind of spice it up, because it's I've had this for a while, so it's I'm getting a little, bored with it. So anyway, so this setup right here, let's see. Hey, is it broken? No, there it goes. All right, so this is kind of the family computer setup. This is where my kids go and do their thing, mostly play games and do their homework and all that kind of stuff. They're my kids right there. That's when they were a little younger. They're a little older than that. The youngest is 9 now. So, yeah, so getting kind of a jungle deal going on here. That's my kids playing in the snow. Let's see what's over here. I used to like koalas a lot, so I've had this since I was a kid, and yeah, my mom always buys me koala stuff because I used to like koalas. That's me as a kid. Yeah, I look kind of sad, but I've got an ice cream, so I don't know why I would be sad when I'm holding an ice cream, but you never know. This little statue here was given to me by, I used to be involved in producing children's shows, and my partner in that endeavor gave this to me as a gift when we completed our first video. You can see it says, "Circlin scores sensational success with Trash Busters." That was the name of the episode that we shot. So yeah, and he's since passed away, so I like to keep hold of that, and he needs a little work. He's falling, his leg's a little chipped and everything, but maybe I'll do some touch-up paint on him. So this is my printer, which right now is out of ink, so I haven't been using it, only to scan, but it's got a big, big scan bed on it and everything. I can scan 8.5 or 11 by 17 pages on it for comics. Here's some of my sketch cards that I do. Well, not really sketch cards, I guess they're a little bigger than sketch cards, but I don't know, sketches that I do. Let's see what we got here. And this is just a picture of me and the kids. And this is a big stack of client work that I'm working on right now. This is for a game design I did. It's a kind of robot, or an alien and a robot exoskeleton. So yeah, I got a bunch of stuff here that I've got to kind of finish working on. This here is my computer. This is where I spend most of my time. Got I don't have a Cintiq yet, unfortunately, but I've got this this Wacom tablet that I use to draw with. It's pretty decent. I like it. And over here, let's see what we got. This box is where I keep all of my, receipts and business type stuff, boring stuff. When I create mini comics, this is or when I cut paper to do sketches, whatever. I got my paper cutter, got my big. Any comic book creator needs to have a big long arm stapler like this one. It also makes a good weapon if somebody breaks into the house. You can either staple them or just whack them on the top of the head with that. And so yeah, so that's pretty much, that's just my computer type area. Oh yeah, and this, so this desk, I actually built this desk, and it needs I need to restain it because it's kind of wearing away here. But I've got like wood, because most of it's already done, like a lot of the work on it's done, but I want to put like up here, like a big shelves and everything, and I've got all that stuff. I just got to stain it and kind of put it together. So hopefully I'll get around to doing that, and this will be a really sweet work area. But I've had that for like a year or two now and haven't finished it yet. So hopefully I'll find some time. But as you know, with this video, finding time is not always that easy. So let's go take a look around here, and we'll go to this one's a little more colorful. This is where I do most of my drawing and everything. I showed you, kind of toured the mural, so I won't show you too much of that. This also doubles as a spare bedroom, so when I have company over, they can sleep in here. And this bed here is actually, it's a little secret, this is like the most comfortable bed in the house, and my daughter recently discovered that, so now she's been sleeping in here every night, despite the fact that I built her a really cool princess castle bed. So yeah, I'm not too thrilled about that. So anyway, this is my art desk, and you can see I am working on, this is page 3 of Young and the Dead. I've got it laid out and starting to do some stuff, and I got my old books for reference, and got my thumbnails here. Yeah, I got some Copic markers, and Marvin the Martian holds all my pens. I'm a big Marvin the Martian fan.
The Alunium Q-36 explosive space modulator. That creature has stolen the space modulator.
One of my all-time favorite cartoon characters. Love Looney Tunes. Love Marvin. Let's see. Got my little guy drawing thing that I use. A lot of times I'll use for like shadowing. I'll shine a light to see where the shadows fall on the body. Make different poses with that dude. And yeah, so that's it's kind of, I need to, you can see it's kind of cluttered. I need to make it like a caddy over here or something like that, and get a little more room here so it gets kind of cramped. But yeah, so I don't know. This is my trash can. It's a Superman trash can. But check this out. Tell me if you think this is weird. So it's got Superman, of course. Pretty cool. The weird thing about this trash can, it says truth, justice, and the American way, right? Okay, we've heard that before, Superman. But then we've got, you see that crown up there? I don't know who the designer was on this, but, and then the motif of crowns wrapping around. I don't know if they knew that America, or United States, isn't really a monarchy. So I just thought that was kind of a weird choice. But so anyway, that's my garbage can. I bet you never knew. I bet you never thought I was going to show you a garbage can on this tour. So over here, yeah, I showed you all the mural before. It's getting kind of dark. It's just a little bookshelf here I got. Got some of my toys. Ooh, this is a Spider-Man alarm clock. It plays the classic 60s Spider-Man theme. I don't think you can turn it off once I start. Yeah, it's kind of a redone version, but it's still that cool song. I dig that. So yeah, I got a clock here. I'll wait for the song to end. Alright. Awesome. Can we do it again? No. Alright, so there's a clock. Unfortunately, because of the mural, I don't really have room to hang a clock, so I just got to sit here on the desk. I got my Mego Thor. Now, interesting story about this. I acquired this guy like recently. I was in a Goodwill, and there was a bag of toys for like $3. And this guy was in it, and then this little Hulk guy, which, I don't know, somebody I think he's from the 70s. Somebody painted him, so probably not worth anything. But this Mego guy, I priced him. Some people were selling him. He's got almost everything but the helmet. He's still got his little wristbands and his hammer and his boots and everything. And people were selling just the boots and stuff online for like $30. And I did find his helmet online for around $30. So I might get that. And so, you know, he's probably worth about $100 or so, I think. Not that I would get rid of it, but it's cool to have, especially for $3. Not a bad investment. Got my Iron Giant. Iron Giant, awesome. Love Iron Giant. I actually saw this movie in the theaters, so even though it bombed in the theaters, I was there. I got the official comic book that came with it and everything from seeing it in the theaters. And fortunately, his arm broke off, but I do have his arm and all the little pieces that went with him. There was a little Hogarth and some other little things, and got all those. I just got it there in a box somewhere. I gotta find them. But so yeah, I got some comics. I got all my Calvin and Hobbes and everything like that. There's, I guess, a Mr. Fantastic back there. Yeah, just some books and then I got a ton of cool mini comics and things like that I've acquired from Mini Comics Dump Truck and just friends that do mini comics and stuff like that. So yeah, so let's go take a look in the old closet here. So you probably seen me over here before, but got a lot of Star Wars stuff, a lot of Disney. This one's really, I look at this one all the time. It's Disney Imagineers, so it's all the rides and things like that. And I like to build stuff out of you know, props, and I've done sets and things, so I really dig that. I got like Art of Hunchback and, you know, Anastasia and Lion King, Pocahontas, all those. Really cool. All the Star Wars visual dictionaries. What else here? Yeah, just a bunch of, you know, art books and so on. This one is really cool. So this is what kind of inspired me to go into art, was Star Wars, and I remember seeing the Art of Star Wars books when I was a kid. Sorry for the shaky cam there. But yeah, so Ralph McQuarrie's artwork really had a big influence on me, even though I don't really do that kind of artwork, but it's just very inspirational. But this is kind of his the illustrated Star Wars universe, all Ralph McQuarrie. And let me see if I can find that. So yeah, it's autographed here to me from Ralph McQuarrie, who is no longer with us. So yeah, I really treasure this book. Like I said, that was a big inspiration for me. Oops, sorry about that. So yeah, down here, let's see, I've got some just promotional postcards and things that I sent out to, you know, try to drum up work and all that kind of stuff. Some old sketchbooks. I've got some old markers and marker refills. Those are the Pantone Tria markers. Oh, down here I love Kermit the Frog. I got Kermit. Oh man, I just dropped a bunch of paint. Hopefully that didn't. Yeah. Whoa, what's going on? Yeah, Kermit.
Hello, Kermit the Frog here. Welcome to 100 Days of Making Comics. Yay!
I should have him do all my intros. So yeah, so I'm gonna clean that up, and we're back. And no damage done to the carpet from the ink that spilled, or it didn't actually spill. So yeah, and then of course over here, this is, I don't know why I keep all this stuff. This is like super old. I've got like artist handbooks from, or designers handbooks from like 2002 and stuff. So I think I got to go through this closet. Old graphic artist guild handbooks, which are really irrelevant now because, for one, they're old, and two, no one really wants to pay anyone hardly anything for doing artwork, let alone what's ethical. So, but yeah. Got some old, what is this? I don't even know I need all this stuff, but old Flash 4 software, whatever. Yeah, so down here I've got, this is just some stuff I used to make my mini comics, and when I send out stuff I got my stamps and circle punchers, and I made this stamp for issue 2 of Young and the Dead. It says keep out, so I just made this little stamp here, and I got, it's all kind of wrapped in with like these little nooses that I did, so a bunch of that kind of stuff. We got Dr. McCoy down here, pop up, so yeah, Star Trek, man. How can you go wrong with Star Trek? Bones, when are you going to start your 100 days of making comics? Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a damn cartoonist. So I got, I don't know, shoes, and it's getting kind of dark in here, but yeah, So I got one other thing to show you. I'm going to take you down to another closet where I've got kind of all my Cirque Works stuff where I store that. So let's go check that out. So here's another closet. I've got stuff all over this house. So it's good. But this is kind of where I store all my prints and all the kind of stuff that I sell through Cirque Works. And you can see, I don't know what, all these weird pipes and things. That's from an old comic booth display that I put together. These are my green lab coats that I wear when I'm doing comic cons and everything because of the whole mad scientist motif. Got those. There's some like t-shirt designs I did. I did this one for a local radio station here. I don't do a lot of cars and stuff, but I did this for like a company that did like ATV stuff. It was kind of like the Got Sand type deal, but it was called Dune It. So I did this dune buggy and everything. Here's another one I did for them. Nothing beats being paddled in the rear. Oh, that's classy. So yeah, I did that one. So animal stuff. I haven't really done animals like that in a while. This is actually the children's show that I created and co-created and worked on for a while. Way back in the days. That's the main character, Alex. This shirt's more recent. I did this one for Shirt Punch. Well, they printed it. I mean, I didn't do it for Shirt Punch, but yeah, it's just a little avatar parody. Here's a logo I did for a pizza place. It's actually set up in an old gas station. So I don't know. I've got tons more of these shirts and stuff that I've done. Here is a ribbon I won for having the best booth at Keen Halloween, which is a Halloween-themed convention. So I exhibited there with a bunch of monster-type stuff. So let's see. Up here, you see those bins? That's basically all the stuff I sell at Comic Cons. It's got my prints and my novelty products and buttons and all that kind of stuff. And I tote those around in those little bins. And the lids, I kind of double. They look, they're supposed to be like a pirate chest, I guess, but it looks like, to me it looked more like bolts and things like that, and like tubes and crazy things. So that's actually, I set that up as part of my display. So that kind of performs double duty. This thing here is a painting that I did. It's just a robot punching out an alien. And it's actually, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of hard to see, but it's actually 3D. I do these 3D type paintings, but yeah, so it pops out a little bit. So I want to do more of those. I haven't done any of those in a while. Here's all my shipping stuff for when I send out my comics. I got my bags and paper bags and all that kind of stuff. Up here I got boxes of comic books, more comic books. These plush toys, so these are from the children's show that I did. This is the main character. That's Alex, the ape. Let's see, this is Tootsie. She is a parrot, and these two characters, the ape and the parrot, were actually based on real life pets of my partner who I started that cartoon, or it wasn't a cartoon, it was live action, but started that with. And Nessa, who is kind of like a Loch Ness monster. And it took place in a mythical land, so you've got like the Bigfoot and the Loch Ness monster and all that kind of stuff all in one kind of centrally located island. So this is kind of the Bigfoot character. His name is Bewilderbeast. So yeah, there's a DreamWorks in the new, I think, How to Catch a Dragon, there's a character called Bewilderbeast. But I created this guy way back in the early 90s, and so yeah, that's trademark infringement, buddies. DreamWorks, get some of that DreamWorks money. Yeah, that's gonna happen. But anyway, so yeah, those are some of my just plush toys that I've got from way back then. Yeah, so here's just to show you about how old that was. That was back when we had VHS. That's the that's the VHS tape for the that was like the pilot episode here. But yeah, so what else? There's some I don't know, some stuff I did for Halloween. This is I guess it's Link, a Link sword for, I'm not big into video games, but I did this for my son for a costume that I made. This is another shield. I forgot. Is this from? Is it Sky? I don't remember. Is it Skyrim or something? I don't know. It's one of those. It's some video game. Got that, and then let's see. Did this helmet? Designed that helmet for that guy too. So kind of see that. So yeah. So Halloween's coming up pretty soon. I'm gonna probably have to start doing more costume stuff. I don't know where I'm gonna find the time, but yeah. So that's kind of the storage. This is where I keep all the Cirque Works stuff, and yeah, and my vacuum cleaner. So hey, I'm back up here now. So hopefully you enjoyed that little tour of my workspace, my studios, and my closet. Yeah, I guess hopefully it's not too boring. I mean, I don't have a lot of cool toys and stuff like that, but I don't know. But that's where I work, so that's what you get. Anyway, thank you for everyone that's been watching for these last 50 days and other people that are joining in. And I can't say it enough how much I am enjoying doing the 100 days of making comics, and glad that I still have 50 more to go, and I'm anxious to get to that. So yeah, one other thing. So if you watched yesterday, I had showed off some different reference material, and I showed my visual dictionaries. I think that's what they're called, visual dictionaries, the Macmillan Visual Dictionary. And I said I didn't know if you could still get them. I don't know if you can get them in print. I saw some used ones, but one thing I didn't even know about is those are online now. So I'll have to put a link in the YouTube comments that there's a link to all that stuff online. So everything's online now. I should have thought about that. So. But anyway, I probably will not be getting rid of that book anytime soon, because as you can see by my closet, I keep everything. I'm not like a pack rack though. I mean, and I don't like clutter or anything like that, which is weird. But I've got all these. I don't know. I guess I should go through some of that. I really don't think I need how to use or a guide to using Flash 4. But anyway, so again, thanks everyone. This has been a blast. Looking forward to doing a lot more. And I will catch you later for day 51. This is Scott, and that is all.